Hi students, welcome to Physics for Everyone classes. This is your Satish. In this section, we can see if we draw an object along the tunnel. So what is tunnel here? Then we have water and earth of mass and radius r. A tunnel is made along its diameter. The tunnel means hole. From one end to another end of the earth, we are making a hole, and that is called as tunnel. And along this tunnel, if we drop an object on the surface, suppose this is the object of mass m, we are dropping it, whose initial velocity is 0. Because of gravitational force, every object is attracted by the center of the earth because the entire mass of the earth is concentrated at its center. We can call it as the center of mass, and this object is attracted towards the center like this. So with this attraction, the object is coming towards the center. Now we are analyzing the motion of the particle, whether it is a simple harmonic motion or a periodic motion. As you know, if it is performing simple harmonic motion, there the particle would satisfy a relation between acceleration and displacement. What it is, the acceleration is proportional to the negative of displacement. If any particle is performing its motion which satisfies this relation, we can call it as a simple harmonic motion. Let us see. Now, let us consider this object reaches to this point after some time. Let it be taken the position of this particle. You can see this is the particle. The position of this particle from the center of the earth, you can take it as x. X is we can call it the displacement of the particle from the mean position. Now, how much is the force this particle experiences by the gravitational force of attraction? You can see only this much part of the earth will attract this object. It's not the entire mass of the earth because the object is now inside the earth. Of the radial distance from the center is how much? X distance. So this object is attracted by this much part. We can say this shaded portion mass is equal to m dash. You say if the object is on the surface of the earth, the entire mass of the earth would attract this object. The same mass is taken just inside of a radial distance of x from the center. So this much, how much you can say, the volume of radius x. If you are taking a volume whose radius is x, and this much mass of the earth will attract this object, and we need to find the force of attraction at this point, how much it is. As you know, the gravitational force of attraction is given by g into m1 m2 by r square. Here the one mass is m dash, the second body is having the mass small m, so m dash into m divided by x square. What is m dash? It is the mass of the volume of a radius x. You can write it as m dash is equal to mass per unit volume into the volume of this part. You will get m dash value. So you can write it as m divided by 4 by third pi into r cube into 4 by third pi into x cube. What is m by 4 by third pi r cube? It is mass per volume is called as the density of the earth. The density of the earth does not change. So if you want to find the mass of this part having the radius x, you just multiply the density with the given volume. There you will get the mass of that part. And here 4 by third pi, 4 by third pi get cancelled. And finally you will get m into x cube divided by r cube. So m into x cube divided by r cube. M, the entire mass of the earth. X, the position of the particle from the center of the earth, where r is the radius of the earth. Now you can replace here. So g into m dash is m into x cube divided by r cube into small m divided by x square. There you can see here x cube, here x square is there, and these two will cancel x times, and you will get g capital M small m divided by r cube into x. So this is the gravitational force of attraction between the particle with the earth. And if you see the relation between displacement and the force, what is displacement? We need to take always displacement from the mean position. Here the center of the earth is the mean position, so the particle is here, so we are moving away from the center of the earth, so the displacement direction is upward, and the force direction is towards the center of the earth. You can see the force direction is acting towards the center of the earth, and the angle between these two is 180 degrees. They are opposite to each other. So the exact relation we can take here, from the starting we can place a negative sign, because the gravitational force is always an attractive force. The attractive defines with the negative sign. Where you got the positive force, that is a repulsive force that you will get in case of electrostatic force. The force of attraction between the positive charge and the negative charge, you will get negative there. Between positive and positive, which is the repulsive force indicates the positive nature. The negative nature indicates that there is always an attractive force between the given two things. So from the starting itself, we can place negative sign, which indicates that it is always an attractive force. So here, if you find the acceleration, just you need to replace small m, because a is equal to f by m. You take this entire expression divided by the mass of the particle, then you will get a is equal to minus g into m divided by r cube into x. There you can see this term is constant, and what we are expecting here, the relation between acceleration and displacement, we got exactly. A is proportional to minus x, as the particle which is dropping from the surface of the earth through the tunnel. Now this particle is performing which motion? Simple harmonic motion. So how we can say this one with this relation? Acceleration is proportional to the negative displacement. And how much is the time period? Which is very easy, because we can compare this expression with the general equation. What is the general equation? As we know, the general equation is, they can write here, A is equal to minus omega square into x, where omega is the angular frequency. Looking at these two equations, we can directly equate omega square is equal to, how much it is, gm divided by r cube, or omega is equal to under root gm divided by r cube. So once you got the angular frequency for this particle, then you will get the time period, the relation you know, how much it is? T is equal to 2 pi by omega, which is equal to 2 pi divided by, you can see omega if you have taken here, and you will get directly under root r cube divided by gm. So this is the time period of the particle which is performing simple harmonic motion along the tunnel of the air. The tunnel is taking along the diameter of the earth. How much the expression is? 2 pi under root r cube divided by gm. If you place all these values related to the earth, then you get the time period. Suppose if I drop an object on the surface, how much time it is taken to reach the same position? Like this, it is going to the center and reaches to the other end of the position, and again it reaches to the center and again coming to the same point. The time is called as time period, the time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation. 2 pi is constant r, the radius of the earth. How much? 6,400 kilometers. Where r is 6,400 kilometers. And g, you know how much it is. G is equal to 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 SI units. The mass of the earth is 6 into 10 power 24 kg. If you take all these values, if you substitute here in this equation, and nearly you will get this is equal to 84 minutes. 84 point something you will get. Nearly you can take it as 84 minutes for this case. And if I'm asking what is the maximum velocity of the particle where it acquires, as you know, the particle is dropping from the surface whose velocity is 0 is there, and due to attraction gradually the velocity increases until it reaches to the point the center of the earth. Thereafter the particle reaches the other side. Again the gravitational force reverses its direction, whose direction is always toward the center of the earth. As it is above the center, it is toward the center of the earth downward. Once it crosses the center of the earth, then its gravitational force direction is reversed because the center is on the left side of the particle, and it is attracted towards the center, and whose velocity gradually decreases. When the particle reaches the other end, the velocity comes as how much? 0. There you can see on the top the velocity is 0, on the bottom the velocity is again 0, which means the velocity will be maximum at the center of the earth. In the next section we can see and how much is the velocity acquired by the object when it reaches the center of the earth.